who was famous person back in Colombia at that time. Politicians, people from the TV, intellectuals, important persons.
People that you recognized there.
Yes, yes, famous persons.
Why do you think that these people were there? Like, what was the point of the ritual?
Power. They're predators. Humans are the greatest predators, the biggest predators in the whole world is the humans. And inside of the humanity, there are these bigger predators who predate us. It's like cannibalism. They control us.
For years, I've been investigating stories of satanic rituals and parties, of secret events and black masses that have extended into the upper echelons of society. But recently, when I was in Italy filming for my channel, The Paranormal Files, I was introduced to a man named Jacob. Jacob is a performance artist, and he and his wife perform suspension acts, essentially piercing their skin and being suspended in the air from metal hooks. But Jacob is also an occultist and has spent his life investigating subjects like Satanism and alchemy for himself. I was actually interviewing Jacob and his wife for a completely different video, a video that I produced in Italy about the Beasts of Satan murders, when he mentioned that he had once attended a satanic ritual involving elite members of society. Interested, of course, I asked him to expand on this, and what he told me next was so incredibly dark, so incredibly disturbing, so unbelievable that I knew I had to turn on my camera and ask him to tell the story again, from start to finish. What you're about to hear is an account of an alleged Luciferian satanic ritual that occurred in Colombia in the 1990s that, to my knowledge, has never been recorded before in history. Try to keep an open mind, because what you're about to hear will disturb you.
Oh, the darkness personage, characters, because Ozzy Osbourne, Ozzy, the Prince of Darkness, it's just publicity, it's just fun, it's show business. The real darkness is different. The real evil person wear ties and uniforms and crosses. Back in Colombia in the 90s, I have the chance to go to this Satanic ceremony. Was a very special ceremony, and you're expecting an old church or these dark places. No, in fact, it was the most luxurious apartment I ever seen in my life. And I remember this table full of food, drugs, alcohol, everything you want, everything you need in this table, a gigantic table, and everybody was drinking because it was a party, But I see these two kind of different persons. I go in this place with one of my teachers, philosophy teachers, and it was this place with two kind of person, the people who having party, getting drugs and alcohol and everything, and these serious persons who are talking normally, not having party, just drinking the maybe whiskey or champagne, very elegant. And about midnight or 1 a.m., these guys disappear. These guys turn on the light and then appears again and start touching the people. And I see people get fainted, falling down to the floor, like stolen their energy, their souls.
So the serious guy was going around touching people, like...
Yes. Okay. The normal person who not even drinking or eating nothing, my teacher says, don't touch anything from that table. Stay close to me and don't talk with anybody. And that's what I say. That's what I did. And I see this person making this ceremony in this special table, which a black ceremony, and start touching the rest of the people, and I see these people get fainted. I don't know if they die or if just get fainted. I just see people falling down. and I was scared. And my teacher grabbed me from my teacher and said, "Okay, that's time we have to go," and we go. I can say this. I cannot say who kind of person could be there because there was famous person back in Colombia at that time, politicians, people from the TV or intellectuals, important persons, you know. And I see
people that you recognize there.
yes, famous persons, you know, and that happens in the 90s. So most of these guys are already dead, or they don't care if I talk about these things because it's something that happened long time ago, and it was an experience for me. That's why I don't say this person and this person and this person, because I cannot talk about these things. I can talk about what I see, you know, and that's really scary. That's really scary.
How did the energy feel?
Oh my God. The deepest. I don't want to talk about good or bad energy. I feel the deepest energy. I mean, the air was like, you know, I feel trapped. I cannot even breathe. I have to go away. I really want to go away when I see these guys. For me, these guys were really energetic vampires, you know, like mystical vampires. And they really exist. You don't even feel, or you guys are looking at me, when you talk with somebody and you feel tired, when these people are talking to you and you feel like, oh my God, I feel exactly the same. I feel exactly the same, and I believe in this, you know. The bloody vampires who sucks blood is just a symbol. The real vampires exist, and there are very powerful person who control your minds, control your souls, and control the system, you know. And we know the name of these guys.
Why do you think that these people were there, like these powerful people? Like, what was the point of the ritual?
Power. They're predators. Humans are the greatest predators, the biggest predators in the whole world is the humans. And inside of the humanity, there are these bigger predators who predate us, you know? It's like cannibalism, you know? They control us. They tell us how we can live, what we have to do, and we're their slaves.
And I guess if you could describe, like, one more time, like, and be really descriptive, like, when you walked in, what did it look like? What was the sequence of events at this ritual, and how did you get there?
I mean, how do I feel in that moment?
Like, what led you there in the first place?
I don't understand you, sorry.
How did you get invited?
Oh, okay. Because I was in the university and I was all the time interested in this kind of mystical things, you know. I've been grown in Jesuit school. I've been studying Jesuit Catholic university. And I was all the time in between Christianity and the dark side of the mystical things, you know. I have this teacher who recognized my real interest in these things, you know, not just for fun, not just for fashion, not just for, because I want to know. I want to recognize these things. Say, okay, there's gonna be this ceremony. You can wear like this and this, wearing black, but normal, no jewelry, no Satanist elements, not a black metal t-shirt, for example, you know, nothing. The most normal person, and we go to this place. I thought it's gonna be I don't know, a conference about mysticism and things. When I arrived there, it was a normal party. with normal tropical music and dance and people having fun and everything. And suddenly this shit happens from nothing. So you don't even know what's gonna happen this. And you don't even know who's gonna be the creator of these things. It's not like in the movies, you can see this evil person.
Mm-hmm.
The real evil person doesn't look like a real person, doesn't look like a real evil person. You know?
They look like a really wealthy, successful person.
Yeah, for example, in El Maleus Maleficarum, which is the Hammer of the Witches, which is a book who describes the process of the witches. One of the witchery, the witches under torture say, "Oh yeah, I met Lucifer." And, "Oh, you met the devil?" "Yes, I met the devil." "Who was his? Who looks like this guy with horns and vampire wings and with fangs and red?" "No, he used to be beautiful and Gentile. And of course, if I want to buy you your soul, if I want to grab your soul, I offer you the best, you know? Like, okay, I want your soul, so I offer you beautifulness and healthy and richness and good life. I don't offer you pain and suffering."
You gotta tempt them.
Yes, the temptation is for good things, not for bad things.
It's interesting because in so many of these stories that I've studied, you hear a lot of times, especially with these pedophile ring parties, they have a normal party, or even P. Diddy. They have
Yeah.
a normal party, and then something changes and it turns into something else. Was it something that you noticed there that happened, that it changed, or did it just naturally shift? Like the vibe and the music and everything?
No, everything was exactly the same. The only thing that changed the difference is they turned down a little more the lights, and these guys start touching people, and the people get fainted. And I say, like, what the hell? But I don't see any, not even flames or smell. Probably the smell changed a little bit, like a cinnamon or this what the smell the church used to smell. I don't know. In Spanish is Palo Santo.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Santo.
Palo Santo. And a smell like this,
Like wood.
like wood, burning wood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like candles and cinnamon, and I smell like, what the hell? And suddenly these guys start touching people, and people get fainted.
And so people are just like, they're not in a circle or anything. They're just sitting there talking, and they're coming around touching them, and they're just fainting.
They go, suddenly all these people disappear, go to another room, and they reappears again. Something that I remember, they start moving really fast, but not running. It's like, in 1 second it's here, and the other second was moving like boom, boom, chum, 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 faster. Oh, probably it was me because I was impressed with that thing. You know? I was looking, whoa. But
And was it one person that was touching people and they were fainting, or
no, there was like 10 person.
10 people that were doing it?
Yeah, because it was a huge party. I mean, a big apartment, bigger than this, and with a pool inside, and a luxury apartment, a penthouse, and there probably could be like 200 person inside of this place, and these 10 person start feeding them. I told feeding them because I don't have another way to explain this.
Do you think that, like, were the celebrity people or the well-known people the people that were touching the people or getting touched?
Mostly the powerful, the celebrities, touched touch the other person.
Really? So it was like they were almost harvesting energy. Is that what you kind of got the vibe of?
Mm-hmm.
They were just taking that from people?
Yeah, in fact, I'm this kind of guy. Probably sounds like a conspiracy theory, but I think the people from Los Angeles, they are not normal people, you know, to become that famous, because you're not normal. Like you say, look, okay, he's talented, but there's something else.
That's very interesting. Did you ever hear anything about what had happened there from anybody, like the person that invited you, or anything else that the group did?
No,
That was it?
that was it.
It's so interesting. Is there anything else you can remember or share about that experience? Like any details?
I can't talk about that things. I mean, I talk about what I see, what I feel, and in that moment. The rest is empty.
Is what?
Empty.
You don't remember?
No.
Wow. Well, thank you for...
I prefer not to remember.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm gonna pause this.
Now, I know that might be hard to believe for some of you. I know that people don't really want to accept that these things happen in real life. And I want to be careful here and state that not all satanic rituals are the same. There are so many different branches of Satanism and Luciferianism that it's easy to paint them all with one big paintbrush. But in life, there's nuance to every subject. But the ritual that Jacob seems to have been talking about was something much darker. Something much more disturbing, and a ritual or process that seemed to involve energy harvesting. Now, one thing that I found particularly interesting in talking to Jacob was hearing him say that there were some things that he saw, that he experienced, that he didn't want to talk about. Some things that he witnessed that evening that he would prefer to forget. I tried to ask him about what those things were, but he wouldn't talk to me about them. And it's always striking to me. I have befriended many Satanists over the years, worked with many occult practitioners, and it's always wild to me to learn that even amongst these believers, there are certain groups of occultists, there are certain groups of satanic worshippers that disgust even the most hardcore of believers. They're small groups, and yet they control so much. And it's really from these smaller sects where we see these stories proliferate and hear of disturbing crimes against not only adults, but children as well. Please do let me know what you thought of this story and this short episode today in the comments section below. And yeah, stay safe out there, y'all. I'll be back next week with the start of one of our most in-depth series of all time, right here on The Conspiracy Files.